Oh, check sound.
Okay.
Oh, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thanks, Nora.
Let's go back to this morning again.
Hey Matt, how are you? Can you hear me? Hello. Okay. Let's start. Okay. Hello everyone, I am Nora and it's very excited to host the Crypto Market Insight session with our guest. Today we are thrilled to have with us our guest who will be sharing their opinions on the market trends. As a host of today's discussion, I will be leading us through a thought-provoking conversation that promises to be both informative and engaging. So whether you are an experienced crypto user or just getting started, we encourage you to sit back, relax, and join us for what is sure to be an enlightening discussion on this week's market performance, trends, and hotspots. Okay, well, the live session is broadcasting on CoinW Live channel and the CoinW's YouTube channel simultaneously. Welcome all to watch and leave your opinions or questions about market, coin, etc. in the comment. Our guest will pick up some to answer. Yeah. Okay, and let's go and welcome our guest to our live session. And we are thrilled to have you here with us today. And in this part, we would like our guest to share your market insight on Bitcoin, ETH, and other crypto tokens you want to talk about. Please be free to share the screen to let us watch your charts. Okay, and first, we can invite Matt. Hey,
Hey,
Matt.
how you doing?
Yeah, how are you?
Good and yourself?
Okay, great.
Do you want me to start?
Okay.
Cool. So share my screen over there. Okay, we'll start off with Bitcoin. Super simple. I've been bullish on Bitcoin for a while now since we broke out over here. Made some good trades. I am still in my long from 102K. We got that one at the start of June. We're still in the trade, still looking for this 135K. I do see this happening. This is a longer term trade. Currently, I do see a Bitcoin range forming over here between about 122K and maybe we even come down to this 112K, so about a $10,000 range. The $10,000 range is very common, and we have seen multiple $10,000 ranges before. So where do I get this range from? Well, this huge wick that we saw on Monday, of course, we have to take the 50% of that wick, and the halfway point of that wick comes in at 121,500 over there. So we can get rid of that. That's the 50% of the wick. And then all the way down to this 112K over here. So that's about a $10,000 range. So I would be very happy to putting in some scalp trades here. Could get a scalp short around the zone over here if you are brave. I would personally not be doing it, but it could be worth for a portfolio hedge if that is the case. But otherwise, it's looking quite strong. We could easily see this space here get filled. But let's see, it's good to see Bitcoin go sideways and the crypto market move up. Solana looking good, bullish day yesterday, trading at almost that $180 region. Yeah, I'm also in this trade over here. TP1 is about $210. This is bullish. It is a breakout. So I'm expecting a $200 Solana before I start taking any profits. Otherwise, super strong. We could come down into the zone over here, 160. If we do come down to 160, this would be a big buying opportunity for the next leg up. My bad, wrong one. Ethereum is really, really looking good. We've broken through this ascending resistance over here. Since we got the golden cross, I'm in this long from 2,500 and took some chips off the table yesterday coming into 3,300, but it looks like it is just going to continue onwards and upwards here. I did think we'd find some resistance and some sideways action over here. It looks like they're just going straight through. So $4,000 is the next obvious and logical target to me. ETH BTC finally reclaimed that important 200-day EMA and looks like it doesn't want to stop. Definitely expecting resistance at the 0.03 region over here. So if we do get this opportunity that comes down like this, I do see that as a buying opportunity for Ethereum against Bitcoin. But I'd say ETH BTC is bullish above the 200-day EMA. So if we can consolidate in the zone over here, I do see alt season to continue. Bitcoin dominance is the major topic, I think, today. Bitcoin dominance and alt season. And yeah, I've been cautiously bullish on altcoins since the 10th of May, since we broke this upsloping support to the downside. Obviously got a nice retest over here, bearish divergence though. So yeah, ever since we broke this micro support over there and started closing daily candles underneath the 50-day EMA for Bitcoin dominance, I have been very bearish on Bitcoin dominance and have been bullish on altcoins. That doesn't mean that we can't long Bitcoin. It means that we're going to be longing everything because we're most likely going to see a big move for altcoins and the crypto market. The reason why we are also longing Bitcoin is, of course, USDT dominance collapsing, USDC dominance collapsing, and these targets all the way down here. So we are expecting much more to come. I don't even think we are halfway or a quarter way through this current move. But if we go back to Bitcoin dominance, my targets when we closed and rejected off the 50-day EMA was the 200-day EMA. We have hit that today. So let's see what happens. If we take out this low, then 60% is next. And the macro targets for Bitcoin dominance, of course, is going to be 52% and 43%. These are the targets where I would be closing my longer term altcoin swing trades. But yeah, to sum it up, altcoins are bullish. Bitcoin is also bullish. There's nothing bearish about all-time highs. Of course, this rejection candle does, give us some warnings, but we can take those trades with the 50%, which I spoke about earlier. That's all I've got to say for the updates for now. Thanks.
Okay, great. Thank you for sharing. And next, we would like to invite Parasifine. Yeah. Hello. Parasifine, can you hear me?
Hi, Nora. Thank you for having me here.
Okay, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. So I'm going to go ahead to share my screen right now.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'm guessing you can see the screen right now. All right, so I don't really have much on the market today. So as we had the last live stream last week, I was explaining to us on how we place the trade. So talking on this particular week, this is a support level, so it went all the way high to this resistance level, and then if we trace back to this level, and this was the point where I placed a buy order on Bitcoin, and then made some profit for it till it came back down. So I think I took a profit on it around this period till it traced back to this level. So if you were in the live stream last week, you would I'm very sure that you would have made profit from the trade that I asked us to place last week. So that's basically what I have on Bitcoin. And since the big companies are investing more into the market, so obviously the market is going to currently be in the bullish level, and that's why all the coins are increasing rapidly. So we're going to talk on. I have another token that I've been looking on. We're going to talk on people. Yeah, so this particular coin, I've been analyzing it since I think last month. So last month it was in a very it went all the way down to 0.017. So I waited for it to this level, yeah, 0.020, and then I placed a buy on people coins, and while all the other coins were increasing, definitely it went high too to this level. It's currently at 0.022, but I sold my buy order when it was in 0.023. So this week I've been basically looking at Bitcoin, people, and Ethereum. So that's it. And same thing goes for Ethereum too. Nothing really much the market this week. So I think that's all I have to share on the market this week.
Okay, great. Thank you for clarifying. And next, we invite Jay. Hey, Jay. Yeah, you there, Jay?
Sorry. Can you do me last? I have something to do. Thank you.
Okay. So next you. Okay. So now we invite Josephine. Yeah. Hey, Josephine. How are you?
All right. Can you hear me?
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate. So I appreciate every analyst that have taken their time to, talk about the market and give their view of the market. Okay. So real quick, I'm going to be sharing my screen to talk about my view of the market. Let me just do that right away. Just hold on a bit. Okay. Okay. Just BTC. Let me use the entire screen. All right. Yeah, I don't know if you can see my chart now. Excuse me. So basically, if we go to a lower time frame, right, we've had BTC consistently being on the 6 month time frame, right? It has been on an uptrend consistently, and for the last past 6 months. And basically, if you look at the charts now on the daily, we have already fulfilled the orders that I said in the last live stream I was available. Okay, so basically, let me not just take us down the weekly time frame. Okay, because on the weekly time frame, what we initially had was a bullish flag, right? I already talked about this bullish flag that we had, and like I said, we're supposed to attain the left pole, right, on the right side. So exactly the pole was already filled in. That was what we had at this level. And immediately this was filled in, which invariably, if we understand how Elliott wave work, all right, this is actually our wave 3 of the Elliott wave. And the usual rule is that the wave 3 is the longest of all the waves. All right. So basically, I had that. Then also, it's part of the reason I felt Bitcoin was going to push probably up to 140K and above before giving a major reversal. So we've been very bullish. And if we go to a lower time frame for intraday trading, we had a structure here on the daily time frame. All right, we had this falling wedge right at this level. Now, when this falling wedge fell in at this level, the market broke and retested. Then it gave us this bullish channel that we had to the upside. Now, at this upside that we are currently, okay, let me zoom in a little bit. All right, we notice that the BTC has already taken this resistance at this level at 104. Now, at that resistance, it's already giving us a pattern already. And as you can see, we are having a channel right at this level. Now, not just that, the channel got taken at this level also. It got taken, and right now the market is pushing to the upside. Now, if you zoom out completely at this current level where the market is, all right, there's literally no structure behind it. So invariably, it's just like the same way we have a falling knife, all right? This is like a rising knife above the structure. So at the moment, the market is completely bullish unless the market retraces down again, but which I don't see that currently happening. Okay, based on fundamental macroeconomics, every structure we are having implies the market to continue the buy momentum. So basically, for intraday trader on the 4 hours, the market has given us the structure I was looking at. All right, I was looking at, okay, now that it gave an impulsive movement to the upside, it retraced down to 116 thereabout, and now this bullish pressure is about to continue. And what we are having here, usually, all right, I think the market is about to create another structure. All right, it's about to create another structure. It's the tendency of it breaking this level is there, but I am looking most probably, all right, most probably either to take a buy from the fair value gap created at this level, all right, but I'm just watching to see what's happened within this region. But meanwhile, if you notice around this is what is creating recently, you notice that the pressure is literally not so much in the market. The market is forming, the candles that are forming here are very low. The momentum is not high as of the moment. So I guess the week is literally trying to wrap up. So the momentum is not much, but I'm very positive that before the close of the weekend, either the market fall, drop, and tap into this fair value gap, and probably from next week, I am positive that the market will start giving us significant impulsive candles. So that is that I have on Bitcoin as of the moment. All right. I've actually been trading Ethereum. Ethereum has actually given some significant results also. All right. Let me just reload this a little bit. So Ethereum, based on the analysis we've gotten here, we got a very good TP right here. I talked about this analysis in the last time we had. I told us that the tendency of Ethereum falling below this level and retesting this swing low here was there. So Ethereum actually retested the swing low and gave us this entry right we got here. And what we got was a spike to the upside, giving us the full TP of what we currently have at this level. So what I'm intending to do right now is at the moment I'm holding for a moment because there's every tendency of Ethereum to probably retrace a little bit back to 3K, all right, or probably even below 3K, then continue to the upside. Right now, Ethereum is bullish. Now, this impulsive move that we've been anticipating for quite some time has been hanging and it hadn't come for a very long time. But I think Ethereum is really good for the spike. Now, I placed this arrow here indicating that I'm expecting, a sell pressure, because if you zoom out very well, all right, if you zoom out very well, we have another block right here, all right, we have another block, but selling at this point is not really my thing, all right. So basically what I would want, what majority of people want to do is go to a lower time frame and look for a short sell opportunity, which is basically for intraday trader, right? Not for long-term trader, right? And just scalp a sell at that point. But having seen that, I'm expecting markets to literally take out this high at this level, all right? If we're able to break this high at 4K 100 above, all right, we're able to break this high above, I'm expecting the structure to continue, all right? I'm expecting a big break and a retest, then continuation to the upside. That's what I'm and splitting on that level. Also, my third pair that I've been looking at is the TRB. TRB has become my favorite pair. I've been trading it for quite some time, and the result has been amazing. All right. We've got this structure. Let me go to the weekly time frame. Just hold on a bit. Okay. Just delay a bit. Okay, let me try this again. All right. So okay, let me see if I can get TRB on. Okay. This is what TRB has shown us. Let me check the daily time frame. All right. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Now, I talked about this major support that was here that was taken, and the market came. We tested the support, and the market has been ranging ever since. All right. So we've had some internal structure here on the low on the lower time frame. Internal structure. Right here, what we had was a pennant. Now, if I go to the 4 hours, it will be very very obvious. Okay. Let me zoom out a little bit. So we have a pennant here that was broken and retested. And right now, the market is pushing to the upside. Literally, CRB has been bullish, all right? He has been bullish. And also, we've got some double bottom at this level. This was the last trade I took. We've got some double bottom, which is a reversal pattern, all right, for this buy that took place. I already closed the trade yesterday. I closed the trade yesterday, currently not in the market, but I'm hoping to see some sort of rejection also before I look for another buy entry to get in the market. I think that's just basically what I have based on my analysis as of the moment.
Okay, great. Thank you for Josephine and Jay. Yeah, it's your time now.
Yo, yo,
Okay.
yeah, sure. Sorry about that. Trying to share the screen on my TikTok too. So here we go. Which one my chart? Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. Okay. So I'm kind of agree with Matt. Because this is the chart that I've been talking since June. This is the June full moon target, but next week it's gonna be bloody. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe the it can shifting. I'll still can pump, but for Bitcoin, I think need to retrace. To be honest, it's too much. But judging by the its performance right now too, it also need to retrace, but maybe not because right now it's shifting. That's why right now, to be honest, I'm more into cash right now, but I still got some position left. I did take profit a lot yesterday and today, and just gonna wait and see until next week and just do a day trade. Where's my ABTC? So sorry guys, too much chart here. Okay. So why I call it shifting from here? You can see the white line, yeah. While Bitcoin pumping, drops and flats, and then the ABTC is pumping. The it is pumping, but it's too. That's why I call it shifting. So this is the money went from Bitcoin into it, but right now label is too much. It's too expensive. It's too overextended, and I don't like it. To be honest, I don't like it when I'm longing something and this thing. Look at it since 20th of June until now. How many percent of that? 61%. I think it's enough. I think this thing need healthy retracement, some kind of lower low. Let's see if we got lower low, and we still got the new moon reversal of July. That's still gonna happen, but that's why. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is the tops for it. Look at this. I market the yellow, or maybe another spike 3742, and then retrace because this is the resistance. Overall, the market state. I will bigger the market states. This is my own indicator. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Make it big for you guys. Large. Voila. All right. Where is it? Why is not bigger? Shit. Okay. So you can see the market stack. The state is trending. Volatility is 75%, which is good. Institutional inactive because right now it's changing between London to US. Prime pressure is still bullish, so that's why by the time on Monday, if this thing not hold, maybe we can spike into this area. And you can see the volume. RVP, we still got some left around here. And let's say we pull back, this maybe we can go as deep as this or retrace the 50 EMA to 6. It's gonna be dips. But this is one last tip for you guys if this thing happen next week. Because next week on the astro chart we got new moon around 24th of July, and we got a something called blackjack and sunspot cycle in here. I don't need to explain you guys because the words gonna be came from the planet some shit, and you guys won't understand. But be careful. It is my tops, and it need to retrace. And if you guys dare to short, I will short. To be honest, I will short. But my timing to short not this week. I'm still expecting another spike until Monday, and it's not coming to my short zone yet, which is Wednesday. Is either Wednesday, Tuesday, or Friday, and I think I'm gonna try to like a day trade short, or just a swing, a fast swing short just for a retracement. Money is still money, and after that, don't forget, guys, still building, focusing building the longs, because let's say this thing pull back, it's gonna be fast. It's gonna be fast as fast as 8 August. That's it. So you're welcome. That's the number. So how do I know? That's the calculate of the astro trade. So 8 of August we can get another pump, but we need another drops. But right now for alts, I still got like Soul, say is one of my tops right now. Say still strong. I don't know if it can reach maybe like another retrace back to my entry, and I'm gonna add one more. But Sui, one of the strongest one. Egan, one of the strongest one because of it. That's why, guys, I kept telling told you guys about that. If this thing happen, the out season, you guys need to have some backs of layer 2 and it ecosystem, because like when it is pumping, all the ecosystem is pumping, like you name it, gaming, memes, and layer 2. So just remember that. But I got no more. But okay, I got one last time. One last one. This is my total tree. This is 2-week chart. So if you guys can see in here, we broke it. Okay, we broke the down sloping trend line, and the last time we broke down sloping trend line is it was after the what is this, FTT crash, and then like bam, November 2000. No, this is the FTT crash, and then like what is it? I forgot about this event. I think it's ETF or some shit. Next last year I think it's ETF. This is the ETF, and then like bam. So what is my target? So this is gonna be my target around 2.6 trillion. How do I get the number? Because like the previous target was the fib of is around 1618 and 3318. So this is the peak. This is the red is the bear, the yellow is the phase 1, the white is the phase 2, and the 3 is the phase 3, which is like they accumulate. But this time we accumulate into the phase 2. You see, we got a double bottom on the bear, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and we accumulate. And after that, after we pass the phase 3, that's the euphoric, we call it the euphoric season, which is like, some people call it the alt season, but we already start the alt season right now. We are in the alt season because we are break right now. It's gonna be confirmed next week. But after break, remember guys, after break, it's always have to be a retest. So break and retest. But so that's why don't FOMO. If you guys see like the green candle, don't fucking FOMO. I mean, like just wait for the retracement, and then like and then just buy the dip, and then just by the way. So If we can get the dips, I'm gonna buy more and then ride the way until the 2.6 trillion. Because on last cycle, 2618, 3318, if we calculate in this cycle, this is gonna be your tops. So this is your alpha, guys. Until next time, I'm done. Nora,
Yeah,
I'm
here,
done.
here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you for Jay. And yeah. Well, and now I would like to dive into the next part. We could discuss this week's market trends and important data. And yeah, I'll share the questions. Okay. The first question is, with BTC hitting the new high and ETH rebounding past 3,000 and considering earlier reports of institutions steadily accumulating ETH, can ETH continue its upward movement? How high could it potentially go? Yeah. For this question, guys, do you have any idea?
Yeah. So, I mean, ETH's currently trading at 3,400. So, up 10% more than $3,000, which is, of course, huge for ETH. I would say ETH could easily get to $4,000. It's another 25%, 25%. I do see ETH making all-time high this cycle. So that's also $5,000. So I would say next target $4,000, then $5,000, and then from there, not too sure. I'm not sure on ETH how high it's going to go, but I think we could see like $7,000 to $8,000 Ethereum this year or quarter one next year.
Okay, thank you for Matt. And Josephine, do you have any idea?
All right.
Okay.
All right. Can you hear me? This is Joseph. All right. So basically, what's this? Based on what Ethereum has been doing. Now, if you remember and if you look at the charts very well, all right. Now, Ethereum has had accumulation for has been accumulating for so long. All right. Before Ethereum moved from proof of stake to proof of work. All right, and people were anticipating a very spiral move, where momentum, impulsive momentum to the upside, and we didn't see that. All right, I felt like okay, because of the bear season was had a strong toll on Ethereum, so it wasn't that significant, and it was accumulating. Okay, now also when the Bitcoin halving, all right, occurred, we expected Ethereum to also spiral to the upside, and what we had was literally not sufficient enough for the pressure that was coming in into Ethereum. Okay, and also now we are having BTC get a new all-time high, and Ethereum to at the moment is still yet to attain a strong all-time high. So what I am of the opinion that, and part of the solid structure that is currently in move are the real world asset token. All right, and I'm sure majority of them are on Ethereum. So Ethereum at the moment, I'm of the opinion that Ethereum is going to spiral up, continue to till it take the level of the 5K, create a new all-time high. All right, and the rebound is probably at maybe at the take of the previous high. All right, then most probably Ethereum might rebound a little bit then for continuation. Now, if you look vividly from what the candle structure we are getting right now, you could see that from the point of 1400, all right, 1400 above, we are having a very significant bullish candle, all right. And when you see the rebound we had, it was quite very light. Okay, even while the market was unstable, now currently we are having significant impulsive candle pushing to the upside. So I'm expecting it to literally sweep the rejection that we had at 4100. All right, I'm expecting to just take that easily and head for the 5K resistant level. All right, so that's what I'm expecting on Ethereum as of the moment.
Great, great. Thank you for Josephine. Yeah, yeah. And for your perspective, question, well, would you buy ETH in this moment? Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's not late yet to get into Ethereum, right? It's not outrightly late yet to get into Ethereum. So a lot of projection is there that okay, BTC is still going to push to the upside, all right? From what has happened so far, I think I expect a lot of solid structure to come in because now the game has literally changed. For those of people that have been conversant with the last bull run and the previous one also, all right. Now, then the move of the market was basically based on retail traders and less of institutional players. But this time around, the institutional game, number one, has elongated the span of the bull run as it used to be in the previous past time. All right. Now, this is a new phase of the blockchain technology entirely and the BTC and the market entirely. So what we are having now is actually a new, and I feel a new narrative is going to be created in this push that we currently have. So I'm still of the opinion that it's actually still a very good time to get into Ethereum, and at least you can also do your own research. All right, do your own research and be positive in your investment. But I'm still very bullish on Ethereum and all the projects associated with Ethereum. All right, that's from my end.
Okay, great. Thank you for Josephine. Yeah. Thank you for sharing and also, yeah, do your own research. And then we invite, hey, Jay, do you have any idea?
What was the question with the BTC hitting? Sorry, I was away.
Okay.
Past 3K. Yeah, I was talking about this. And I was making a bet with the previous host. 6K, easy. But takes time. To be honest, takes time. I'm not trying to make you guys FOMO or now, but takes time. Like I told you guys, takes time. Our market is not always up only. There's if there is up, there is retracement, and that retracement is going to be your entry. But so past 3K. I think this is distribution, not accumulating anymore, guys. Not accumulating anymore. This is distribution, but the distribution because it's been accumulated for so long. So let me check. Like how long? Since 17 since 9th of May 2025 until 11th of July. Yeah, it's been like 3 4 months for accumulate. This is distribution. So after this, maybe start from next week, you're gonna see like a choppy side of market, sideways or base drop or drop to support, which is around to 9, and after that, another distribution. So it's easy. Yeah, Nora, that's it.
Okay, thank you for Jay. Yeah. Maybe it takes time. Yeah. And then, yeah, we invite Parasify. Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, hello. Yeah,
Hey.
sorry, I was away. Okay, so about the question. All right, so Ethereum is gaining momentum now. And currently it's traded above 3,000, and that is, I think that's because Bitcoin also, set a new record. And like I said earlier, some big companies and big institutions, are secretly, or let me say quietly, buying into Bitcoin and Ethereum, which made it set like a new record. So that's a strong signal that we can see that Ethereum is going to do high, probably get to maybe 5K, probably get to maybe 5K, and it can even be above that. But Ethereum is still facing some little challenges, like some tough resistance levels, around 3.5 to 4,000. And I could say yes that I would like to invest in Ethereum, but it would be like a sell order. Ethereum, could keep climbing, especially with some strong support and add. But it depends on how the picture plays out, how the market turns out, and I think that's all I have to say concerning Ethereum. Surging high to 3,000, or let's say $5,000. So if I'm going to be placing an order, it's going to probably be a sell order. This is for future traders. I'm not talking about spot. So if you're looking for like a long term investment, then I would say a buy order. But for futures traders, I would probably place a sell order on Ethereum.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you for specifying. Yeah, let's move on to the next question. Okay. Many see ETH really as a signal that altcoin season is on the way. Now that ETH has pushed past 3,100, could this spark a broader move across altcoins? Which tokens might offer the best alpha in this round of gains? And for this question, okay, let's first invite Josephine. Hey,
All right.
Josephine. Yeah, it's your time.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that. That's a very good question, literally a very good one. And my response to that is simple. Okay. Now, based off of what I've said previous time before now, it's obvious that Bitcoin has actually created new narrative. As of the moment in the financial industry worldwide, Bitcoin is the best performing asset ever broken in history so far. Now, we've also seen that this same asset has created a new high, and also, and I was talking, all right, Bitcoin dominance has just broken a very close trend. Expecting it for it to break still lower down to below 50% thereabouts. All right. So at the moment, the assets everyone should looking out for a real world token, all right, real world as world asset token, all right. That's that, and also at the moment, I'm still of the opinion that the path that Ethereum has created will literally bring opportunity to other altcoins also to follow through. Because if you see very well, of Bitcoin dominance, Ethereum also play a major role with major asset token that are listed on Ethereum blockchain entirely. So majority of this token, if you go down to check some of the tokens that are on Ethereum blockchain, you will notice that majority of them has broken their daily resistance level. All right, that's for me. It's actually a very impressive momentum right there. All right, so at the moment, I'm still of the opinion that speaking for Ethereum majorly, all right, not all the altcoins. I feel like some of them are going to follow through as Ethereum is taking down the resistance level in the previous part of it. All right, so that from my end.
So a little question is that, well, do you have any like what kind of alpha coin would you recommend?
All right. All right. There are a lot of good coins, right? I have been very big on TRB. All right. I've been studying TRB for quite some time, and I saw it's actually a very potential asset. Also, but TRB has done over $600 in price before now. All right, and right now it's trading below $50. All right, and if you check the volume is quite impressive, and if you check some other data, you see that it's quite impressive. So I'm still big on TRB, and also we've got some good alpha coins like Phil. Also, Phil has done amazing result before now. All right. Also, and one beautiful part why I am strong on this project is they are not actually new projects. All right, they are projects that that have stood a long time, and also liquidity was sustained throughout the bear season, and I'm very solid that liquidity is already coming back, and it's quite impressive that this project tends to probably create a wave in the long term run. All right, so I've talked about Phil, I've talked about TRB, and there are some also solid projects, AI projects that could do amazingly well in this bull run also. So I think that's that from my end.
Okay, great. Thank you for your sharing. And then we would like to invite, yeah, Matt. Hey, Matt.
How's it? Yeah, I think it's already happened. We definitely have already seen the altcoin, especially yesterday and the day before. I'm not sure if that is the move. I'm not sure how much more there's going to be, but there definitely has been a spark of a broader altcoin move. If you have a look at total three, it hits $1 trillion today, which just shows that the risk is coming into the altcoin space. Of course, total three is the total crypto market, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So those are the likes of Solana and blue chips, and basically the top 100 getting a good run. Yeah, and if you look at the chart pattern, total three in the daily time frame, it is breaking out of a cup and handle. Target is $2 trillion for total three. So your favorite altcoin should double. Of course, that's kind of the theory behind it, but how it's going to go is that the main altcoins are probably going to do a 5x, 10x, you name it, whilst the majority of the weak altcoins are maybe going to go up 50% or something. So it's definitely about being in the strong tokens. There's going to be a lot of rotation as well. So things should pump and dump. And I think it's just about not marrying your tokens and just getting into the right projects, the stable projects before. But yeah, I do see altcoin rally for sure. I think it's already started. $2 trillion for total three is the next target.
Okay, thank you for Matt. And also the same question. And maybe which kind of alpha coins would you more likely to agree with?
I'm very bullish on Sui, very bullish on Ondo, bullish on Aave, and bullish on Hype, and bullish on TRX, and it's doing quite well. BNB is also doing well. And just the blue chips, not too bullish on the random meme coins. Kind of bullish on Bonk. It's been performing quite well. But I'd stick to the kind of top 50 for sure. I think those will most likely get a good run for the money. So I'd go, if I had to choose top three, I'd go Sui, I would go Ondo, and I would go Ethereum.
Yeah, okay.
So
Okay,
I'd like to buttress more points on what Joseph said earlier. That's a great question, by the way. So Ethereum breaking above 3,000 is a really great sign that the confidence of Ethereum is returning. And obviously, when Bitcoin and the likes of Ethereum are studying higher, it's very sure that other altcoins they're going to kick off doing that. Period. So we in the past we've noticed that when Ethereum goes high or Bitcoin, most altcoins are they tend to also increase in price. And there's some coins that I've been looking at in those few weeks. We have Solana, we have OP, which is optimism. We have Arbitrum. Those coins are likely to also surge high during the increase in price of Ethereum and Bitcoin. Like I said earlier, the big companies or institutions would like to invest in high quality projects, which they know that real people use. But then altcoin can also be risky, so it's always very important that you make your due research before investing in any altcoin whatsoever. Like we all know that it's not like a get quick scheme. So it's very important to make your research on any altcoin that you would be investing in. So that's just what I have to say on that.
Great, great. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah. And Jay, do you have any idea to add? Okay.
Yeah. What up? Uh, I recommend you guys any altcoins. Is it? Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear? Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Actually, So for me, ETH5, Egan, Lido. That's for layer two. For me, there's only one king, Pepe. Pepe. Shamship is good because Shiba and Pepe is an E ecosystem. So don't forget about that. Coin and NATO it. So and some gaming like EMX, Illuvium, and Mavia, and Run, and Axis, EXS. So actually so many because like I'm more into the it ecosystem rather than Solana because like I don't know guys, without it you guys won't have an alt season. So that's why like I'm really like but I'm also agree with Matt, don't marry with your coin. No, I'm not. We're just using that as a tool, so don't love your coin too much. I mean like so when the time you have to sell it, you sell it. Okay, that's it.
Okay, great. Thank you for Jay. And let's move on. The next question. Uh, okay. Would you buy Bitcoin at this level, from institutions to retail investors to crypto projects? How would we assess Bitcoin allocation strategies for the second half of 2025? Is it still worth holding for the long term? Okay, and for this question, yeah, guys, do you have any idea?
All right.
All right.
I just
Okay.
want to on that.
Yeah.
The thing is, for me, I'm of the opinion that getting into Bitcoin right now, it's quite early still. It's not very devastating, except you'd want to wait for probably another bear season to get into Bitcoin. Now, at this point, I would say you should buy that for spot traders, so not literally futures traders, right? If you want to add up to your spot bag, I think you are still early to buy Bitcoin at this level. Now, for every projection so far, and what even with the new law Donald Trump signed into with the existence, right? Everything is literally favoring with this asset called Bitcoin. You understand? So at this point, it is not late, all right? Because I could remember vividly at 11K, at 20K, at 40K. A lot of people were like, it's quite late to get into Bitcoin, and right now Bitcoin is sitting above 110K. All right. So at this moment, it is not still late because from asset that's just 38 million in existence. All right. If yeah, 38 million in existence, and also undergo what we call Bitcoin halving, and also the adoption rate right now for crypto generally is between 3 to 5% currently. So you are still seated at a very good opportunity to get into this. And institutional inflow right now is quite encouraging compared to what we had in the last bull run. So for me, I feel you are still at the right point because I wouldn't want to be that investor that will wake up tomorrow when Bitcoin is seated at 300K or 500K. Then I will be like asking this similar question. So if you want to add to your spot bag, right? I feel it's also an opportunity to DCA into the market at every support level that Bitcoin created on the chart. So that's that.
Okay, thank you for Josephine. Yeah, very optimistic viewpoint. That's great. And then we would like to invite Matt. Yeah. Do you have any idea to add?
Um, yeah, I would say no, not at 120K. Um, at the end of the day, people are buying crypto to take the trade, right? The trade was, buying underneath 30K. That was the real trade, of course. Taking profits now from your Bitcoin purchase under 30K, you've kind of 4x, which is what you want to do. 4x from now, 4x from now is absurd. 4x from now takes Bitcoin to, I don't know, just under 500,000, which is most likely not going to happen. And just in terms of buying Bitcoin, I think after like a pump and a move this week and last week, obviously it's not the time to buy. So I personally do not think it's worth buying at the moment. I think there are much better investments or trades you can take in the crypto market, such as Ondo and Sui, things we've already spoken about. I do see altcoins outperforming Bitcoin for the rest of the cycle. I do see Bitcoin dominance falling. If if you could only buy Bitcoin and you couldn't buy any other cryptos, then yes, it would be worth allocating into your portfolio, because Bitcoin could go up to 150K, 200K, let's see. But I do think there are much better risk to reward opportunities in the crypto space at the moment.
Thank you for your supplement. And Jay, do you have any idea to share? Okay, how about diversifying?
Oh yeah. So I remember sometimes early this year, so I had the opportunity to um invest in Bitcoin or another coin. So I basically chose the other coin over Bitcoin, thinking that it was so it's too late for me to invest. I think Bitcoin was around like 90K early this year. And the other coin, it took me out and Bitcoin increased rapidly. So I would say it's not too late. It's never too late to, invest in Bitcoin, because if you're saying it's too late now, currently Bitcoin is currently at, sorry, hold on, let me sure. Okay, so Bitcoin is currently at 118. Probably in the next few months from now, we can also, surge higher than 120. So I would say it's not too late to invest in Bitcoin, because currently most big companies, most institutions are, buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, um, all other coins, they're buying it not just for short term, they're buying it for long term. So Bitcoin is still worth considering, especially if you're thinking long term. But for that's definitely for spot traders. But for futures traders, obviously you really can't buy right now. You have to wait to analyze the market so you can set like an entry price. And even if I'm going to be making an order on Bitcoin, it's going to be a sell order. This period obviously is going to be a sell order. But if we're talking about long term, then I would say yes, Bitcoin is is worth considering. For a long term plan. So just going to be you're just going to analyze the market well and just be smart about your position sizing. So that's it on the question.
Thank you for diversifying, and thank you for all your guys. And thank you for all joining us today. I believe today's live stream is very important for our audience under this market. Yeah, great market. Yeah. Be sure to keep an eye on CoinW and our esteemed guest. Follow the Twitter account as they will continue to share valuable insights on the world of crypto. Stay safe and take care about your sport. And good luck. Overall, I would like to thank everyone for joining this inspiring discussion today. And take care and see you next time. Yeah. Goodbye. Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Nora. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. See you next time.
Bye.